putting it down for that. Time I was dying and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, this the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. I kick it, even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Good tackle made by.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A 5-yard.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on third down, McPherson. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing after the interception. McPherson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, McPherson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. McPherson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McPherson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's caught at the 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the penalty, Chubb looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, How about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got them into the end zone.
For it. Here's Chubb, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Locke going to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Locke. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Locke working out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Well,
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by McManus is good.
Makes the score.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. After one, 17-7. Here's our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Runs it on the option.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Browns.
On 1st and 10, McPherson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Number 17.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 32.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. McPherson looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Locke. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up real.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, McPherson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Gain of 31.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Broncos 31. Browns 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, McPherson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, McPherson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5 yards on the play. And it's
throwing on third and long. McPherson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
Operating from the gun, McPherson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Intended for Austin Hooper. A.J. Boye on the coverage.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
31.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home. Play 56.
Throwing now is Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
It's up 4th and 1.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here.
9-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
9-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Chubb.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
At the 37.
7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The Cleveland ball
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Off the play fake. McPherson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Off the bootleg, McPherson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. From the gun, McPherson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
A.J. Boye on the coverage.
Throwing again, McPherson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Browns get a score closer. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Hunt going to run for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offense has spent a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
46-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Lock. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
After the penalty is Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st down, McPherson. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Now to the air. Lock. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone.
The Browns take
and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on second down, McPherson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
This is caught at the 20. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A gain of 43 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
To throw again, McPherson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. McPherson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Ronnie Harrison.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got?
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd down, Lock. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Let's go. 90. Cool. Just like that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
I don't know nobody.